Let's join Darren Flindell for his call of the Star and Doncaster Mile.
On that occasion, It's Somewhat has sprung a plate prior to going to the paddock. He moves up. So there's 5 to move in, including Dibiani, who'll go forward riderless. So Endless Drama, Chris Waller with 4 runners in the race. Chris has trained the last 4 winners of the Doncaster. Sense of Occasion goes up. First run this preparation. Euro Angel in the orange jacket about to join them. There's 3 to move up now. Spectroscope, Joe Marrera getting down to the weight of 51 kilos. Unbeaten in Australia, the European import. And a Spectroscope drawn the outside will be the last to move in for the Doncaster of 2017. 1 out. Spectroscope circling behind the barriers. And he's about to go forward. Does so now. John O'Shea with 3 in the race. The Star Doncaster, the light is on, and they're off and racing. Antonio Giuseppe missed the start, and Ecuador is sooled up out of the gates looking for the lead. Tester Shadow, Le Remainer handy. McCreary's right with the leaders. So Sons of John and I Am a Star, so it's very competitive. And It's Somewhat is pushing forward now, and It's Somewhat's going to take the lead from Tester Shadow. Then I Am a Star from Sons of John, and Ecuador couldn't cross them, caught deep. Happy Clappers driving through on the rails in the early part. They're followed by Le Remain is right with it, together with Aaron. It looks as though Haydock's cast very deep going to the bend. Further back then to Palantino as they find their positions. New Tipperary the outside. Further back to Sense of Occasion. Redkirk Warrior 3 wide. Then Antonio Giuseppe the fence being tracked along by Spectroscope. McCreary's next from Haraki. Well back in the field is Endless Drama from Euro Angel. And Dibiani is last. It's Somewhat the leader. Out by 2 lengths on Tester Shadow. I Am a Star. Ecuador in 4th. Haydock's doing it tough, trying to improve up on the outside of runners from Sons of John. Then Happy Clapper. Le Remain getting onto the back of Haydock. Further back to Palantino from Arad. They're followed by New Tipperary. Redkirk Warriors very deep turning for home. Then came McCreary and Spectroscope heads the rest. It's Somewhat straightens in front. Here's the Melbourne
for
second. Happy Clapper.
The MRC Foundation Stakes Day today. The Tiger's in the middle of the field. Looks like he's going to run a stop. 3rd or 4th, but well, the son of a gun, Jordan Childs, the son of Sunline's jockey and Greg Childs, wins the mascot race today. Divvies are there for Mark Zara and Robert Smood, 9, 10 and 3.
Doncaster, half length to Happy Clapper. Sense of Occasion 3rd, Palantino 4th, followed by Haraki. Further back to New Tipperary, then came McCreary. Further back to Haydock, Spectroscope, Redkirk Warriors, Sons of John, Euro Angel. I Am a Star.
For a charity MRC Foundation Stakes Day today. The Tiger
from Tester Shadow, and Arab was about the last one to finish.
Well, Zach Burton wins the 2nd. Doncaster, John O'Shea gets a 3rd. First for Godolphin, and Simon Marshall has picked this on top. What a front-running ride.
Brilliantly rated in front. One of the world's best jocks, Zach Burton. He just controlled it, took it up. Obviously a very fit horse. Came off that Ajax Stakes win in great shape, and you know, just held on strongly. Happy Clapper.
Pete. I mean, 2nd to Winks last year and 2nd again this year. No horse has actually won this race since coming 2nd since 1871. And Simon Marshall, you must be over the moon. That is a great selection, mate.
Well, thank you very much, Macca, but it's the horse and the jockey. He pinged the gates. He drew a really good gate. I love John O'Shea's training of this horse this time in. The reason I had him on top, he's never run in a big mile handicap with 55 kilos. He's always been tested at weight for age or always carrying heavy weights in set weight races. I love
race today. Divvies are there for Mark.
Forward. He's a good 1.25 mile horse. If he pings the gates and lands, keep him rolling along in a nice tempo. Don't rack and stack. Take the brilliance away from these horses. Look at Zach Burton at the point of the bend. Take the brilliance away from these horses. I've got 55 kilos on my back. I'm 2nd up. I love 2nd up. I love the sting out of the track. Right here, you know he's really confident because he is giving his all. Absolutely sensational. Bad luck to Paddy Webster. Happy Clapper runs 2nd again.
Yeah, no, incredible performance. Sense of Occasion, a big run. Good run also from Palantino. Thought Haraki made some good ground, but It's Somewhat by the same side, ironically, as American, who won the Melbourne Cup by Dynaformer. So, gee, it was a brilliant all the way win. Doncasters, I'm trying to think. I guess Sunline probably did all the way. They're not easy to do, are they?
No, it was a tough effort, and he went at a nice gallop. He seemed to run it out at a nice even clip. Horses behind had their chance. La Romaine, I lost him. I thought he was in the prime position. He lost ground on the turn. He struggled from there. I'm a Star. I thought she was good.
For Mark Zara and Robert Smoot, 9, 10 and...
When the pressure's on, but she presented to put us up there.
For Mark Zara and Robert Smoot, 9, 10 and...
Prior to Godolphin. I reckon the timing right now is pretty good for him today, don't you?
I reckon you're 100% right, Bruce. Bruce just referring to the fact you've won a couple of these in your own right, but to win for Godolphin, it's just perfect timing for you.
Yeah, it's just special, mate, you know, to win in the blue, and it's just a great achievement for the staff at Osborne. Young Joe, the foreman, and where someone has said to me, he said, boss, someone will beat Iraqi home today. You know, he's really confident that he'd run well, and we've been quietly confident he'd run the first 4 all week. But when the track sort of played the way it was, we thought, oh well, we'll give him a dig in the ribs, and he knew he'd be tough, and you know he was. A great ride, Zach Pert, and I've owed him a decent ride for a while, and it's been nice. I feel sorry for Joe. The Black Horse didn't win last week, he'd have been on it, so you know it always works out that way, doesn't it?
In an audacious plan though to go forward in a Doncaster. It's hard to do. I mean, that's Sunline territory, so it's hard to lead all the way.
It is, but you know we're just riding the track, mate. You know, we just had to ride the track the way it's playing, and we knew he was a tough, fit horse, and he'd done very well from his first up win, and we just hope, mate.
And for Sheikh Mohammed and John Ferguson, these are part of the horses that arrive out here in Australia and into your hands, so it's a great feeling for you.
He's a pretty good judge, Ferg, isn't he? The ones he sent down, he'll hit the mark, you know, and makes us look good, I suppose, you know.
Well, that's fantastic, mate. Great achievement to everyone. Well done.
Thank you very much.
John O'Shea, fantastic win to It's Somewhat, and look at the price that Simon Marshall's tipped it at. It's extraordinary, in excess of $40 on the New South Wales tote.
Unbelievable scenes here. Zachy Purton, he was a golden boy of Queensland racing, a young fella that took all before him. He ended up coming to Sydney to ride, and then he got the plum job to go to Hong Kong, and he grew as a man, matured beautifully. The premiership before Joe Moreira had won. He was able to take that off Douglas White, and what a champion jockey he's been in Hong Kong. Always comes back to the spring carnivals. And